What is up, Rad Potential YouTube, and welcome to today's video. This is going to be one of the most epic transformations of a first generation RX7 that you have ever seen, and I am so stoked that I can finally show it to you guys. My best friend Calvin and I have been working super hard in the last couple months to get this thing paint ready, rust fix ready, and ready for you guys to see it. Hiding behind this giant turbo is one of the most beautiful paint jobs you guys are ever going to see, and I am so excited for you guys to go on this journey. Let's get this thing painted. Well guys, I put this thing on the ground with wheels and roll. Stuck. Investigation call. Well guys, what a process it has been getting the car to this point. It is very rewarding to see it move around, to see it kind of get put on the trailer, and I am super excited for the transformation this thing's going to have this weekend. Between now and when you see it again, it will forever look like a different car. Feels good to see this thing in the sun. We going in reverse, Calvin? Yeah. Very nice. Alright. Okay, yeah. Before you want it.
Full as we can get it. There's a bunch. Let's stop there.
Man, this shit smells strong.
Yeah. You're telling me. Yeah. Alright, that's good enough.
What are you gonna do with this? It's officially red forever now?
Probably clean it out. I'll fill it fully. Or put some yeah.
late.
It is late.
Alright guys, well we've learned a lot painting this car, which this will be the sneak peek you get of it after just seeing it change from primer to red. So the color is leftover red. It's all of our, or Calvin's, leftover red paint, like I mentioned, all mixed together to make some sort of red, because we had the paint and we just wanted to use it. It was free, you know? And it's good quality paint. But we did learn something huge. And the key thing is that whenever you make a mistake, if it's something that you could have prevented, then sure, shame on you. But if you learn something from your mistake that you made, or the quote, you know, problem or whatever, right, that you didn't know could happen, which we did, then it's not that big of a deal. Sure, it's inconvenient, right? It is inconvenient because we have to fix something. So the hood, we had an issue with, and Calvin to maybe demonstrate a little bit. You still have your gun out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had an issue when we were painting on the hood, and we had like some excess paint drip off of the gun and land on the hood. And this is base coat, right? So we've already sealed it in red, because you can use tintable sealer, and then red base we're spraying, and we kind of figured out, you know, maybe what happens. So you want to explain it?
So basically the way these cups work, there's a liner that goes inside here, and there's a lid and everything. This goes on, and then it actually, like, I don't know why I'm using the nasty one of these and not my clean one. This goes on, and as you spray it, it sucks the liner down in to get all the material out. Well, if you're spraying upside down, it sucks it in and closes off before all the material is completely out of the thing. And I ran into the issue where I was spraying the center of the hood, and I had paint drip from right in between my fitting and the cup, right into the middle of the hood. First coat of paint. And I was just instantly like, alright, this is it. Night's ruined. Completely ruined. I was not happy. So what we figured out was, whenever it sucks that cup in, and I'm spraying upside down, there's still material in it, and I think it's empty. But whenever I flip my cup over to take it off, it puts material back inside. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that again. Puts material back inside, and then when I go to put it on the new one, it spills it inside between the lid and the top of the cup, and then it seeps in between.
Yeah. So effectively, there's just paint where there's not supposed to be paint on the gun, and then when we started painting again, that paint ended up on our surface. And as you guys body guys know, any imperfection in the slightest, you're gonna see it. So we waited and we let it dry, and we tried to kind of sand out this like glob of paint, but it didn't really work. So the ultimate decision is we finish the back of the hood, and then we're just gonna touch up the front of it, throw another coat of base on it whenever we're painting the fenders and the rest of the car, because, you know, right now the whole goal is to get the chassis painted, some of the big parts painted, so that I can get the car back so I can start building it, which is where we're gonna pick up here in a second, and you guys are gonna get to see this thing when we get back in the morning after we take a nap.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's the same day we're gonna wake up. So after we, yeah, 2:37.
2:37.
2:37. That's still earlier than last night. We were until like 3 something last
Yeah, but
night.
we still gotta bake it and shut everything down.
Oh yeah, we'll be here for a minute. But anyways, let's roll this thing outside. Let's see this thing in the sun. We'll see it when we get it out. I'm not even gonna go in the booth to look at it. I'm excited to just see it tomorrow, and we'll see what the color looks like. So let's go get some rest. We'll see you in 2 seconds. Dang, Calvin, we mixed up a good color.
Yeah.
Shoo! What'd you do there?
It's the only one I found.
That's the only one you found? And that's some serious red. It didn't look anything like that when it was in the booth.
I didn't think so either.
Oh, it's windy.
That's red.
Oh, that's pretty. Shoo!
Oh, you can see the flake out here.
Yeah.
Right by the door.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's gonna be pretty.
Yeah, especially with the stripes on it.
Yeah.
It's like a really fine flake. That's probably why you couldn't see it when you sprayed it out.
Yeah.
Because the flakes aren't big.
That's why I was real worried about like tiger stripes in it,
Yeah.
but I couldn't see it when I was spraying it. I like typically you can see them when you do it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a real pretty red.
Wow, sparkly. Sweet.
Now seeing the roof, how there's like no dirt specks in it.
Yeah,
That's what taking all that extra time to be
that's dope, man.
to be.
I believe it's drippy.
right?
It's drippy.
It's drippy.
Yeah, it literally is.
Dope.
It's
Drippy.
it's
That-
drippy.
Yeah, that's drippy right there.
What's oh,
It's
yeah, I
drippy.
can even see that. I think you ought to keep that.
No,
That's
no,
a
we're
trademark.
standing that off. No way.
You did a good job keeping the dirt out.
Yeah, there.
And the way you had
Yeah,
them tied,
there's like no dirt in it.
they tied, they were just-
Nice job, Calvin. Thank you.
It turned out a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to. Ooh, I got.
Worried it was just gonna be like Dolly ketchup red.
I just didn't know
That's what
to
that.
think.
I think
Yeah.
the sealer or something like
Could look like
tainted my eyes. But
Yeah.
You know, like we're still building.
yeah.
That was the impression I got. Like,
Yeah, rust prevention red.
Yeah. Yeah, but it pops in the sun.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Love the sparkle.
Yeah, once you get the wing on there and the stripes and some Panasports with some big meaty Hoosier slicks on it. The
I think
direction.
nobody picked it. It
The
was
direction was some shade of red with the leftover stuff you have.
And then I was afraid
This is what we came up with.
It would have been a brighter red than this.
Instead of Move That Bus, we're going to play Move That Turbo. Move That Turbo! Can't push it too fast. My ears might start bleeding. Guys, Death Trap is back. And I'm fired up. I'm super stoked. This is the hardest part of any build to get done for me down here. I can do engines. I can do rust repair. I can paint the insides of floors with Pour 15. I can do the bottom of cars because it's not that important. I don't have to bodywork it. But I have to give a huge shout out. Mad crazy big shout out to Calvin for busting his butt. We put a bunch of late nights. I'd go up to Indiana. We'd work on the car till 4 in the morning. We'd come back. We put a ton of late nights into this car, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. The color is amazing for effectively not choosing it. Calvin scored some leftover paints when his body shop. They changed over to a different style of paint. And we kind of just took, or he kind of just took all the red-ish colors and mixed them together, and this is what we came up with. It's called Leftover Red. It's very reminiscent. Being a fan of all cars, I was like hunting down after we sprayed this, trying to find a car that this reminded me of, like a color. And the best one that I can think this looks just like, and you guys comment below, is the AH3 R32 Nissan Skyline GTR. At least, I think it might have came on other Skylines. I'm not a super Nissan expert. But anyways, the AH3 paint code on those GTRs is almost identical to this. I feel like this and that both have a very orangey red versus like a purpley red, like a burgundy. And I don't know if y'all can see, it's got this crazy fine silver and gold metallic in it from some weird purple that Calvin mixed in and some other silver that's he mixed in. And let me tell you, you know, the doors, the hood, the rest of it, the engine bay will get painted. We're going to take it to the track to test some stuff, and then I'll take it all back apart and we'll paint the engine bay just to make sure things are functioning. You know, we'll shave it and whatnot. So when you guys see this thing at Deal's Gap, it's going to be all painted. But right now, we just needed to make sure that this part was painted because this is the part that I can't do here in my shop. Moving forward, though, what do we have left to put together on this machine? Engine is a Turbo 2 with big nasty turbo. We're going to do an RX7 transmission. We're going to put an in-tank fuel system in it, new lines. We're going to put baffles in the fuel tank too, so we're going to chop the top of the fuel tank off, weld some baffles in there so we don't have any fuel slosh. We got to build a whole 3-inch exhaust. I got a bunch of parts coming for that. We're going to take these Racing Beat red springs off. We're going to do a little bit of a coilover conversion on the front, keep the back somewhat like it is. That way we can get some more camber out of this thing. And we're basically going to develop this car as the ultimate RX7 first-gen streetable track car. That's for sure in Middle Tennessee, because when I took the RX8 to the track, we rarely saw an FD, rarely saw an FC, and super rarely, if not ever, saw a first gen at the track. So I'll be stoked to kind of represent the first gens, and this thing should make enough jam to kind of put hurting on some Corvettes. I'm excited to take it out on the streets and check out and see, do a little baseline comparison between this and my C6 Z06 and see where it stacks up, because this thing is going to be epic. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this car transform in this video. There has been a ton of hours put into getting this thing to this far, between insulation, bodywork, rust repair, the whole deal. And it's just awesome to come out here and see it finally painted. For 2 months I've been coming out here, chipping out insulation, grinding rust out of the thing. I still got to finish up some floors and finish the bin rot, which you guys will see in a dedicated rust repair video for a first gen. But it's just been wild, and I'm so stoked to finally be able to share this with you guys and get ready to start the journey, because this video is getting ready to be over and I'm just getting started building this car. So I want to thank all of you guys for all the support. If you have questions, if you want to get in touch with me personally, follow me on Instagram. Also go check out the Patreon. Patreon is an epic community. The guys on there ask me questions. I make videos for you on Patreon to answer, and they've been seeing this car get built the whole time. So you kind of get to see the before the video goes up every few days, every week when I'm filming Patreon videos. They just get to see what's in the shop because it's in the background. So definitely check out the Patreon. Like I said, I appreciate everyone's support. Appreciate all y'all watching the videos. Get stoked because, like I said, we're just getting started. Keep it rad. We'll see you guys in the next one. My dog, she's about 3 feet behind catching a rabbit. This rabbit's been chilling up here under the RX8. Come here, come on. Hey, come here. Hey, you think this thing's gonna be faster than the Corvette? Hey, come on, look at me. You think this thing's gonna be faster than the Corvette? No, you're distracted? Okay, maybe not faster. Come here, come here. Come on. Is this thing going to be quicker than the Corvette? Yeah. I don't think I'd want to be in a first gen at like 160 miles an hour either. Hey, come here. Come on. We're not done yet. Come here. This is the most important question, because I think Jacob watches these videos all the way to the end. Come here. Hey, Letty, come here. Are we going to roll up Jacob's Audi S4 at the track? Come on. You got to jump for this one. Letty, come on. You got to jump for this one. He might get us the first day, right? Come here. Letty. Letty, come on, you gotta jump for this. He might beat us the first day, but we're gonna go beat him. Are we gonna beat Jacob's S4 at the track? Yeah. Coming for your S4, Jacob.